Hello everyone and welcome back to Moratania. Last episode we put in a massive amount of infrastructure for our food and grain and just huge amounts of hubs. We got an entire distribution line in, but I left it running and we had a slight problem with money. Now if we have a look, we can see that the railroad is costing us quite a lot year on year, and it differs from year to year. Sometimes it's 77 million, sometimes it's minus 3 million. Um, but the point is that we're losing money, and at the moment we're in debt. So this is something that we've got to fix this episode. Um, I think I've identified the main problem. So there's a bit of a traffic jam here. I've switched it to just view the trains, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of a traffic jam through this area in the bits that we just built. So remember, it comes into this bit from a tunnel that comes through this area, and these are two lines going that direction and two lines coming from that direction. So the two lines coming from that direction aren't really a problem, mainly because where is it? Here, trains can literally just slip straight onto there without having to worry. But where we have a lot of stuff coming down from our steel hub, I believe that it's causing issues because this is quite a busy area. If we turn this on, how many lines are using this? 2, 4, 6, 8. Somewhere in the region of about 20 odd lines are using that main track. So we definitely need to do something about this. But in the meantime, we're out of money. Like, I literally can't even borrow enough money to go back into the green to then do anything with this. So what I'm thinking is, number one, we fix the money problem by basically just removing what we've already got, removing some of our problematic trains that are costing us money. But then I have a couple of different ideas. Either we run a second line perpendicular from this one, so next to it, and it just crosses through and avoids this main track, and then it can come in here, which we built, oh goodness, a few episodes back. Let me turn on these icons again. So this would then allow trains to slip off this way without having to interact with that 20 line track and just avoid things. The other alternative is where we have our tunnel down here, we could split off, and because we don't necessarily need it to go anywhere up here, we could just bring it into here, which we could then do a line all the way around here and completely avoid any other traffic. Now, that's going to be quite expensive to do because, I mean, trains from here, goodness, it's going to be a lot of money. I mean, that alone is 2 million, 2.2 million. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of money. There's a few hills here that we'd have to probably go through, but it would also allow us to set up train lines to these other grain areas and remove these, albeit they're working, but a little bit ghetto truck lines. In fact, we could probably upgrade these trucks. What are these trucks? Are these... Yeah, these are the old style trucks. So we could even replace those with the I think it's the Benz tarpaulin trucks that we have. Checking the rest of the line that we put in last episode, it doesn't seem like there's any other major traffic issues. It was a major infrastructure project that we did last episode. So we spent a lot of money, and also I left it running because I wanted to see how it would run. But this has obviously answered our question there. It won't work down here. So that's fine. We've identified a flaw. So the main question is, how are we going to get out of this hole, this 10 million debt hole? How are we going to do that? Well, if we have a look at our line statistics down here, we can see that a lot of our most expensive train lines are the hub connects. So we've got a planks hub connect here. We've got a food hub connect. Funnily enough, the food hub connects are pretty much the main culprits here. That's mostly probably due to the traffic jam going on here. I mean, it's going back quite a ways. There's quite a few trains that are just getting stuck here and can't keep going. So I think removing those should put us back into profit. And that'll allow us to get back out of this 10 million hole. And then we can build back up slowly. We're in a bit of a economic crisis, you could say, in this game. So yeah, we need to sort of cut our losses. I'm not going to remove everything that we've got going on here because, to be honest with you, it's making money at certain points. It's just literally I've put way too many trains on there to begin with. So I need to identify the lines that are costing us the most amount of money. It's so the planks one, the hub connect for food, the other hub connect for food. If we could bring that up and leave that up, please. So that was the second hub connect for food. This is the other hub connect for planks. We've got another hub connect for planks. Let's come up over here. What else do we have? So the public transit line's probably having problems there due to the traffic jam on that track. Oil. Which line is this? Okay, that's going to be tricky to work out. So let's just go through and remove trains that we've got on here at the moment. So we're going to literally just remove as many trains as it takes, which, you know, it's not great. I don't like having to do this, but it's either this or we've just lost the game. So, right, if I remove this down to, say, where are we? 4? Yeah, let's remove over half of each of these problematic lines. So that was that one. How many does this one have? 10 again, so we'll take it down to 4. And I'm literally just going to do this for each line. It should reduce the overheads. This one only has 8. That's interesting. And actually, these are bad condition, whereas these are... So if we take it down to 4... and literally just reduce the running costs of all these lines, hopefully it'll be enough to take us out of this massive hole that we've got money-wise. These, I don't know whether I want to take away too many. To be fair, the other one's actually a global line, whereas this is just, yeah, let's take it down to 3. Because this is just a line around here. Yeah, it's circling around. So it's not necessarily, it's most probably caused by all these problems down here. But whoa, actually now we have 10 million. Wow, we've gone from having 10 million debt to 100 million because I sold a bunch of trains. So that should be more than enough to put in a line that basically reduces the traffic on this other really busy line. And that's probably the most important thing that we do here this episode, is that we reduce the amount of traffic. I also noticed while I was going through that when a train stopped here, it blocks this other train line. So that's something that we want to stop from happening. So I'm just going to remove this train line. I think this was already moving. Yeah, it was already at like 3 miles an hour. Excuse me. But now it can not block those trains, so to speak. So what we could even do is put a stop down the line here. Because the only trains that will be going this way would be coming through from this direction, and that would basically allow it to avoid tailbacks here. So, okay, I wasn't expecting to have quite so much money after after doing that. So I think what would probably be best is to avoid the other lines, just because if we put in a track that goes down this way, it would have to cross this track. That would cause tailbacks if there's ever any traffic here. There's another line that it has to cross, and then it has to intersect this line, which intersects another line, and then cross over here. And yeah, there's just a whole load of areas where it has to interact with other lines where it doesn't necessarily have to, and it just adds more congestion on the system. So what we're going to do is we're going to split off from here. We're going to come down this way, and then we're going to literally just try going straight along here. Okay, it's just one massive tunnel, is it? Great. Okay. Because I don't know what the you know what, I've got, hold on, give me a second. There we go. I had push to talk on, and it's just annoying because I don't actually need it on at the moment. I can just have the room is silent for once. So anyway, what I think we'll need to do is probably remove this road. It may even just be able to go up that way, but we could always replace it, put it back in, and then, you know what, it would be even better if we could just come off from this way and do another bridge. That would be more expensive, granted, but I don't know whether we should, because it doesn't really intersect until up here, which is going to be a problem. And to be honest with you, we've got this big expensive bridge. We might as well use it. Right. So if we do a cut off from, where do these merge? These merge down here. These merge up here. Okay. If we do something like this. So we also cut off from here. No, you're going the wrong way, mate. Come this way. There we go. And then you'll snap up to there. And then that's quite a good spot for this because they merge anyway. And we can just put in some stops here and here. Here. In fact, that's the only places where they need them. And another thing that we could have done here to help the congestion would have been to put more stops in along this line, but that's only really putting a plaster on the actual issue. What I really think we need to start doing, because there are just so many lines going through this area now, and we even need to put in ones for like the bricks and the stone, the quarries. What we're going to need to do is probably start looking at creating more alternate routes for a lot of this traffic. And I think that putting one in here somewhere, so it cuts out a lot of this stuff down here, would be a massive help. I don't know which lines in specific it would help, but I think it would help. Right now, we just need to focus on this food line. So if we do the split off from here, right, so we're going to remove these stops. That wasn't what I wanted to do. That's annoying. That just cost us 73,000, never mind. And then we literally just split off from here, and we're going in this direction. Yeah, that'll be fine. We want this to just be filled in. Yeah, and what are the speeds? 75 mile an hour all the way through. That's good. That's good. Okay. So if we put in a line that mimics that, and yeah, it's all 75 mile an hour. That's good. And then we can sort of turn here and keep going. What I do need to do is just remove this bit of road and then do a line through. I don't think it needs to go down. I think it can stay on the level. And then we should be able to turn here. And yep, that should then allow us to go all the way up to where we tunneled off. So, oh, that's still... So what if we did it from the other end? So this is coming out about there, okay. Yeah, keep that flat as much as possible, and we want to do same back. Yeah, that updates there, doesn't it? Good. And then what happens down here? Cool, cool, cool. And then this is literally just going to go all the way down here. It's a hell of a long bit of track, and that on its own costs 3 million. But it's oh, what's going on there? Okay, these are completely different heights. That's not what we want. We want. Why does it do this? Why does it put track? I mean, what happens if I kind of don't want to find out, but what happens if I put this track in? Will it work? I don't know. Let's experiment with that. What happens if it puts it in? What? How does that work? We've got levitating track, people. This is the future in 1960. I don't understand that. That might be one that the developers need to take a look at, because you shouldn't necessarily be able to build outside of the area, but I guess there would be a limit. I mean, how far can we take it? Will it do it here? Will it allow this to... Yeah. Wow, that's a fair old expanse out there. Oh, weird, it's got tunnel over here. So obviously this, it must just be this this plane in games design or game development. This is called a plane. It's a landscaping piece. Continues out, but then it's not drawn, which creates this really interesting little... Cool. Okay, I'm getting a little bit off topic, so I'll get back to it. Sorry about that. Right. Okay, we need this to come in more at an angle. So if we... The thing is, if we took a line from here and married it up down here, then this gradient between the two heights would be so gradual, it would be amazing. So if I take this back, how far should we take this back? Maybe to there? Can we marry those two up and see if those will it? So if I plug this into here, yeah, it just takes it all the way out. That isn't necessarily what we want to do. It could be a solution, but it just doesn't seem right, it going off the map. So we'll have to find an alternate way to do this. I think maybe putting in line from here up to... Oh, that's weird. It didn't not draw that. Okay. So that's going to be as flat as it can be up to that point. And then if we intersect this other line here, that's probably going to be as flat as it possibly can be. Possibly, maybe, who knows. So that snaps there. And then if we snap there just to create this tunnel so that it looks right, if we did it all the way, then it would probably not do that. Oh, bless me. I got a sneeze. Sorry. Oh. I couldn't even say I've got a sneeze before I had to sneeze. Okay, that isn't... Why is that? Why is that? If we snap it back to there and then do it from there, then it works. I don't understand that. If that could be fixed... I think there's some updates coming to Transport Fever in the summer term. I don't know why I said that. Like a 90s rap song that will not be mentioned. If that could be fixed, where it doesn't do the right tunnel if you take a length of track that's just too long, that would be awesome. We'll put in a few extra stops here so that there's areas for trains to wait. I wonder whether we can do a tunnel here. And this is, of course, for the... Ooh, that's going to be pretty tight. Okay. What if we went from here to here? It's too much slope. You don't say. That looks... well, I wouldn't want to take my bike down that. Or a car. Like, literally, you'd probably end up somersaulting over yourself. Okay. Well, what else could we do? We could do maybe a line up here. It's a shame that we can't do a tunnel. Let's see if we can take this back a bit and whether that will if we... Oh, too much slope. Will you just do what I want you to do, please? No? No? You don't want to... Okay, you don't want to tunnel. Okay, it's going to be difficult. What do we do? I mean, technically they connect up down here, so they don't really need this road. But it would be nice just to have it, just to keep it. That'll work, right? Yeah, that'll work. It's quite a steep hill still, and if you don't stop, you're gonna go somersaulting into the train track. But hey ho, the game doesn't really do anything like that, so we'll just delete this back and knit those two in like so. And there we go. We got our train track completed. We just need to put in stops. So the reason I wanted to put those put that road across is because I want to put stops either end of the crossing, so that way if a train stops here it doesn't block the crossing, and then we can just continue it down. This is going to be a lot of stops that I need to put in. This may get repetitive real fast, I'm sorry. Maybe just skip ahead if you're watching this in the future. Unfortunately, I don't have that option. I can't. It'd be really nice if... God, I'm just coming up with ideas for the devs. If we could just select 2 areas of track and just say, right, we want stops every however, like 500 feet or 100 meters or something. I don't know. Between here and here. Similar with like the upgrades. So the upgrade to, is it Quaternity? Or Quaternary, to electrify the track, put the little things above these little pylons, put the things above the track to power the track. Similar to that, and also to... Oh, I've got words in my brain, they're just not coming out my mouth. Similar to upgrading the track to high-speed track, because I have, without a doubt, a hell of a lot of track now that I'm going to have to go through and upgrade if I want it to go to that higher speed. Luckily, none of my trains currently go to that higher speed, and it might be a little while before they do. So by then, who knows, maybe I'll have replaced the track with something else. Maglevs, I don't know. A boy can dream. I don't know. It's just it's a really cumbersome thing because you have to do it section by section if you haven't played the game before, and it sucks. It really sucks. I don't know how we're going to get a train line in here. So if I wanted to replace these with first off, has the sweet, that's already taken the much better route. That's good. That's a lot less traffic on this very busy line or train track. So that's good to know. It's already recognized that this is a faster route, so it's probably safe to play it. In fact, let's just double check. So what maybe... I mean, you really need this to connect into here. So if we did like a little thing over the top, like a little bridge over the top, and you know what? I'm gonna fix this as well. So I'm gonna put this in where it needs to go. down here. So I can't remember whether I mentioned this, but it was creating a lot of dead space for the track, and I don't want that. I want it to all, where the hell that go up to? About there. Okay. Happen at sort of the same point, because then we've got more space for trains to come to. Where would the stop go? About there. And then this one would stop there. Those ones are already worked out, but then they can also come out this way. Cool. There we go. So reducing how much sort of dead space between two junctions there are, then you effectively reduce how much waiting time there will be for trains. Because let's say a train here is waiting for this train to get onto this part of the track so that it can go down this other bit. If it has to wait for this train to pick up speed, get to the point where the junction was, which was down here, and then go off, it's a lot more time than if it just goes that way, if it just goes straight through. So that's why I've reduced the gap between those. Boring stuff, I know, but it helps. It helps overall, and it actually caused a massive problem. Where was it? It was around here somewhere. Yeah, here, where we had like, I think it was like 4, 5 different routes, and just so much was going through one junction. We reduced it by putting in this flow through, this bypass, and it effectively cut off all of this traffic, all of this extra track, and now all that train, my words are just not working for me today, goes through a tunnel, and yes, it's a bit of an OP tunnel, but it comes out here, and it just avoids them having to go through all this extra train track where they have to bypass either a public transport area or a very busy hub. I mean, look at how busy this hub is. Look at all these planks of wood everywhere. So when you get into the, I don't even want to say I'm at late game, because let's face it, it's still 1916, but this area is fairly well developed. Sometimes even the most what seem like pointless cut-throughs, like earlier on in the game, I would have been like, oh, why would I bother putting a train line, a train track there, so that stuff doesn't have to go all the way up here? Like it's like not even that much of a distance, but it really helps long term with how much, because I mean, look at how many different lines are going through this area, and I'm lucky that these ones don't actually interact with many of, if anything, just one of them interacts with the track. I could probably neaten that up, actually. It doesn't need to bend like that. It could just go from here straight in. But anyway, this one connects up down here. So I think reducing the amount of lines you have using the same track, while I want to have them all using as much of the same track as possible, because it just makes it seem more used. At the same time, that has a knock-on effect that if it's extra track being used, and we've got a train going around this circular bit, let's watch that for a second, then it just leads to massive issues with... I'm going to take a screenshot. Right, there. I think that's a nice little screenshot of a few different trains going past. We've got a few trains waiting here to pick stuff up, actually. What's going on? Why are these... So you fill up. Okay, maybe we don't need you to fill up. I mean, what if we just sell some of these trains? Because they're just costing us money at the moment. Just sitting here, doing nada. And I mean, how many trains do you need to wait to pick up stuff? You don't need that many. Anyway, I got distracted there. What was I saying? Something about too many lines using the same track. Basically, we want to reduce it so that hopefully we can alleviate some of the traffic issues that we've got going on. And that being said, I know we've got an amazing cut through here, which cuts through for these two sections. And I mean, stuff is using that to a lesser degree, not much, because the circular routes that I'm using won't be going up that way. But anyway, the problem is that we need to... What I'm thinking, I'll just get to the chase, is if we had a line that came this direction, maybe if it didn't even interact with this cut through for the public train station, could we do like a split off here and then it goes maybe over or under here, and then it would cut through this area and then connect up down here? I don't know how many lines would actually use that though. It might mean that we need to connect a lot of these lines into that line. So many, I'm saying lines so many times, but it's there's a lot of lines here. So maybe if we connected those lines together, this would get more use, because quite a few of these, the lines from this track just go down there to the stuff that's in this corner. So we've got oil, this one's already sort of a cut through, but yeah, we need to do something there, because we put in this flow through, and actually it looks like it's really helped. I haven't actually sort of checked up on this. We've got a fair few trains waiting here. Why are you all waiting there? Can you move up from there? Let's put another stop there to reduce how much time trains have to wait further down the way. Just keep moving. I guess the problem is this split off, because technically we have stuff crossing over, don't we? And we can't really have... Okay, we could put more stops here for a fair amount of this track. That should keep trains moving up. The problem is we don't want to block this exit. Which is a massive issue, because stuff is just waiting. Are these guys picking stuff up? Are you picking stuff up? You're picking stuff up, aren't you? Oh, keep going into the wrong menu. I want to check your line. Yeah, you're picking stuff up. Okay, Well, we don't need so many trains on the same line then. If you're waiting to pick stuff up, we can sell a couple of these. And there were quite a few on that line. How many were there? 8. If we sold another 2, I'm going to say, then that should reduce how much traffic's going in that direction. Look at all these different lines. And actually there's one which just isn't being used, so we could probably spread that out a bit more. Maybe. Yeah, it's this one here, isn't it? What would we want to go in there, though? I mean, this has no... How many trains are on this one? Only 2. Oh, I suppose that's not too bad, but we should still be having them come up here, so we'll put the stop there. No, in fact, we need another stop back, don't we? Yeah, that'll do. All these trains coming up here. It's quite a lot. So what if we moved this one, fuel to Wivelscombe? Okay, let's move that one to here, and then it will reduce how much has to come up this direction and just cause problems. Where are we here? This is number 2. We want that onto number 5. Oh, hang on, stuff is using number 5. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. It's just weirdly laid on top of... It's an optical illusion. It lied to me. Damn it. Why did it lie to me? Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was. We want to have trains leaving here as best they can. So we just need to sort of make this more efficient. We could potentially even move all these connections further down, so there's more area for trains to wait. All this was put in very sort of quickly, and we could even remove this line. Like, this line's just pointless. It's not making us any money. Move this one's terminal up so that it's picking up here, and then that way we would have an extra track here to utilize. And if we redid all this so that, I say redo, re-evaluate. I don't necessarily want to redo everything because we only just put this bridge in last episode, I think it was. Look at that, we're making so much money now. Oh, it's because we're still in the technical year that we sold all our trains, but we're not in the red, which is the main thing. So yeah, that can literally, that train line is just pointless. So I think in the future we will be swapping out, just having the trucks go down, especially where we're getting a bit faster trucks now. It should be fine. We could even maybe put in a train line for these oil wells, because that's where it really makes sense to put them in, because it works really well over here. I say that and they're all at like 70%, but that's just because they're not getting used, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing is that we've got to sort of, if we were to come down this way, we would need to have some sort of way that these connect up, and I don't know how we would do that. I guess it would need to be something coming off this way, turning around and connecting into it, which would look interesting at least. And even if we put it in here, that doesn't necessarily help all this other stuff that needs to go this way. Because how much is here? There's a lot of lines here. I mean, that one that goes up is just for this here, isn't it? Yeah. Just goes up and comes back. Which I'm not that happy about. I wanted it to connect in down here. Although where the hell it would, I have no idea. And then continue on, because this is the tools distribution hub line, which is actually getting quite a lot of use. But that comes down to this one down here, which doesn't actually deliver any tools. There's nowhere around here that would want them, is there? No. Oh, hang on. Rochdale. Rochdale needs them. Are we actually fulfilling Rochdale? We're not. Ooh. Hold on. Didn't I put a line in? Yeah, I did. I put a line in for that. And we don't have train. Why don't we have trains and trucks on it? We got trucks on it, so we just don't have trains on it. What was I thinking? Oh, okay. Let's put some trains on that. That was my bad. I didn't realise. Oh, we got another train. 1890. Did we get another train? 1890? 1900. We must have already had that one. Did I just miss it? No. We used them ages back. Ages and ages back. I remember that. Yeah, I think that's the right colour for the line. If it's not, then whoopsie. This is for tools, isn't it? Take it up to... Oh, really? You don't have much space until you're not good. Okay. We'll take you up to 96 to match the other trains. And then I want to put you on this line here, please. So I'll just zoom in and choose that one. There we go. So these guys need to wait for this truck, for the stuff to get here. So we'll make that happen. You'll be picking up tools, and you'll be dropping off tools. And that's your little route. That's your life now. Enjoy that. But yeah, that's a line that I completely forgot about. It's not good. It's not good, but it's how it is, so never mind. How's things going on down here? We've got a lot of food waiting to move, and a little bit of grain as well. Actually, we've got a lot of grain and a little bit of food. Blimey, that's a lot of grain. So all that grain wants to go up to... In fact, we can hover over it and find out. Where does it need to go? A lot of it needs to go to Upper Early, but then a lot of it also needs to go to Elstree. So, not here, here. Is this Upper Early? Yes. So some of it needs to come here, and then some of it even is going all the way up to here, I think. Elstree, yeah. And then where's this one's grain going? Not much to Rochdale. A fair bit to Fazeley North and Upper Easingwold, and then Snaith Cowick as well. So that's sort of just a indication of where all this comes into play. Like it may not seem it, but a lot of this stuff connects a fair ways, and in some ways it's annoying because the these trains won't necessarily have all 96 to go to the next stop, but in fact this one's going up from that stop. Oh, I just noticed we didn't put in some stops here, so let's put some more stops so that they can wait. There we go, that'll do. But yeah, we've pretty much solved the money crisis. That was somewhat of an easy thing to do. That being said, we are losing money a little bit at the moment, but I reckon that will come round because we made 34 million last year. The boats are not making as much as they used to, probably because we're swapping them all those lines over to be trains, really. Let's have a little look here. How's this one doing? Oh wow, that's a lot of oil to go back. See, it's like stuff like that, where how many trains are on that line? 5? It's not too many, but if it could just cut through here and get to where it needed to go without interacting with these other, especially now that we've got a tools distribution line, we've got the steel one, which is granted one of the bigger ones. You know, we got so much going on in this area that we don't want it to, in some ways, interact and cause problems down the ways. I mean, we literally saw how bad it could be. We bankrupted ourselves. How's this looking now? Yeah, that's all right. And we got trains using this bit. That's good. Okay, cool. One of the things that I wanted to do was put in train lines for the grain to here, because it's sort of sitting at like 40 odd. It's not that great. These are the PLMs, I think. Yeah, so at some point we probably should. They look really fancy. Like, look at that little triangle. It's a fancy looking train. I like the look of it. It's really aerodynamic, to be honest. Or at least it looks like it should be. Probably having all these extra pipes on the outside isn't actually that aerodynamic. But look at this nose cone. Like, it's... They clearly know that it needs to cut through the air. So, that's pretty cool. Can I go up here? Is that... No, that's not up. Is it? That one. That's really cool. It's a fancy looking train. I like it a lot more than just... I mean... this one. I mean, sorry, it is. I think this is the train that Thomas the Tank Engine's based on. So I'm sorry if I'm hurting a lot of people's childhoods. But the two of them, like, the other one looks a lot more interesting. This one, it's just basically a cylinder. It's extremely simple. But yeah, let's I digress. So what we would need is probably train lines here, or train tracks here, but then they're not going to be able to interact with the train line down the line. Because this goes up, doesn't it? Does it go up? Or is it actually quite flat? It's hard to tell. It stays quite flat, I think. So if we put a road here and put a train line this way to pick up... I don't think we're going to be able to pick up that one, but if we picked up these two via train, it would be a lot more efficient than having these truck lines take it back and forth. And I mean, they're not doing too bad. They've got 78% transport. This one's only on 45. What's it doing? Come on, guys. We need you to pick it up a bit. maybe I'm being unrealistic, I don't know. So if we upgrade these, they go from 16 mile an hour to 25 mile an hour, and the capacity increases by 2. That doesn't seem like much, but where you're moving a lot faster, it probably helps a lot more. So let's upgrade that line. I might need to put some more trucks on it. But then if we replace these other two with train lines, it should help, hopefully. I don't know whether it actually will, but who knows. So where could we have these diverting out? Maybe here. I don't know. I don't know whether I really want to put a jud out this way. Or whether we do it further back. That would include doing a lot of funny things with the track, the bridge over. But at least if we did another 2 lines on this bridge, and then on this side they can split out to, because they're only going to be 2 lines coming in, to then that could work maybe. And then we could split off from here. So we just rework this to come in on the other side. I think that's probably the best way to go. So if we pause this just for a second, delete these out. Okay, and then we're going to put a straight line here. Nice straight line from there to there. I'm running out of things that I'm going to be using trucks for. And I don't necessarily want to use trains for everything. But this really is the sort of time where trains are the most, I say the most effective, like boats are really quite good. But, you know, it is the era of the train, so to speak, and the steam engine. So there's a reason that they were so effective, is because they can do things at certain price points that others can't, I guess. I don't know. I'm not exactly a locomotive historian or anything, so don't listen to me entirely. I don't know whether that's going to be enough track. So if we did a bridge to about here and then split it off, that might be the only way. Unless, can we utilize this somehow? I don't know what to do here because it's going to be a lot of investment for not much reward. That's the problem. I guess we could just upgrade the truck lines and then at least that'd be moving faster. But then they are going to be... why not? Why not have it as truck lines? Like, we've got the roads there now. In fact, they're going to start getting to the point where they need to be bigger roads. What's going on? There we go. Why are you taking so long? Come on, just delete it. Come in! I haven't got all day. Oh, jeez, come on, computer. Is it my... My computer's crying inside, I think. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I just don't think there's enough space here for a train line that would really do it justice. And yes, it would be better to have these be on the train line, but they're already doing 70% And how many trucks do we have on this? We could just upgrade them. 60 trucks! Sorry. Okay. 60 trucks at 5 grain a pop. That's what? How, in fact, I think it just tells me here, doesn't it? 300. 300 capacity. Oh my gosh. How's that making money? That is consistently making money though. How? That's unbelievable. I guess because those trucks are just so much cheaper than the tarpaulin trucks, maybe. Is that what it is? How much do these cost to run? 6,500. These cost almost, well, over double. So that's why. Yeah, the tarpaulin trucks all of a sudden don't seem like much of a good investment if they're double the price, and they don't necessarily double the speed or the capacity. They just add 2 to the capacity and go, what, 9 miles an hour faster? I guess it's a fair amount faster. How much would I have to... I mean, that's going to increase the cost of this line a great deal if I have to replace probably about half of it to tarpaulin trucks. Oh, why? Yeah, this is going to be fun. I mean, those goes what 25 mile an hour, wasn't it? And these, so that's the maximum that speed of road can go. So at least we don't have to upgrade our roads just yet, so that they can actually use their faster speed. Oh my Gideon. Okay, so these have 60 on them, and these have 60 on them. Okay. What if we used this one as a test bed? They're both doing about the same amount of transport, which makes sense because they're roughly equidistant away from they're about the same distance away from the other thing. From the farm, from the processing plant even. So, let's see. If I remove... Let's just split it down the middle. Let's do half. So, half of these, if I upgrade them, will that match the previous thing? Only time can tell. So if we remove the rest of the 30, it's still a more expensive line with those tarpaulin trucks. They better pull their weight and do a good job, because I can't believe how expensive those are compared to the older ones. And they go a fair amount faster, but it's not a great deal. Let's check this is the one, track speed. Oh, it doesn't matter for road. Why doesn't it do it for road? Oh, come on. I want to know what the speed of the road is. Well, I don't know what speed these roads are. Are these medium streets? No, they're small streets, I think. Oh no, are they medium streets? I don't even know at this point. Well, if we upgrade these to medium streets, and that's already that. Upgrade these. There's a collision there. And there's a collision there. We can't use the speed that we just invested in. Okay. Oh, we can use the speed, because that's 25 mile an hour. That's alright then. Whatever. I don't know anymore. I give up. I mean, now that I've noticed it, it bugs me that this isn't straight. So if we did straight to here, and then into a curve. maybe that'll be better. I don't know. I doubt it. Oh, it's actually now all of the traffic's basically using that way because it's faster than coming down this way, which is slightly annoying. What if we... So, neat little trick. If we cut there and then upgrade that part, and then we can delete this back. Will that improve it? No, it won't. Why do they all want to go the same way? I swear I set this up the other way so they didn't have to do that. We might as well upgrade these roads because we can. Can't upgrade that one because it's too close to the thing. But we can do what we did before. Cut here. So if you put in a little junction, then you can upgrade one bit of the road, even if you can't upgrade all of it. So at least they go fast for either side of it. Oh, I just feel so much better if it was a little bit more like a one-way route or something. But I guess that's not going to happen. So never mind. Never mind. It's because the main problem here is that traffic's going to be building up here where it has to cross over itself twice. This is the main problem here. But anyway, let's just smile and wave, ignore that it exists, and maybe even upgrade this. I feel like this was upgraded before, and we're now re-upgrading it to the size it used to be. I think that was the case. But that should at least spread out those. Yeah, spread out the... Let's actually spread it out quite good. Cool. Right. Oh, thank you, commenter. Top-hauling trucks are 100% worth it, but only invest on new lines. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't worry about that until it becomes a problem. Thank you, John W. I wonder what you were talking about the... Anyway, cool. So maybe top-hauling trucks are worth it. Let's play the game a little bit, play the simulation. We've got this train line upgraded to tarpaulin trucks. So that was currently doing about 79% transport. We'll see how it goes. It has to at least, beat out this one, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know what to do about this cut through here. Maybe it would help, but it would only really help this line and this line down here. How many are on this one? 4 trains there. Thinking about it. What comes this way? Steel comes from there. So I swear that a cut through here would help because they wouldn't have to go all the way down here. But at the same time, what would it help? Let's check here. What goes up this way? What is all this train lines? Okay, so it will help the planks train line, which actually we could do something here, maybe. Oh, that connects up. But that's just the through line for the that's fine. So if we did something here, say split this off to go this way, and then it would come through this lot somehow. Goodness knows how. And on the other end, it would then go through this mountain. Oh god, it's so many obstacles. This is why I did it this way in the first place, and even then it still did a tunnel down here. So yeah, that tunnel comes down to here, I think. Let's just have a look. Come on, track. There we go. Yeah. Okay, it does. Okay, my head's gone numb from looking at these train tracks for so long. I can't remember what we were doing. So we were putting in the through traffic up here for. We've got a few farms here that need to be hooked up. So we could do that. Let's do that somewhat quickly, maybe? I don't know. So if we put in use waypoints for U-Truck Stadium if your truck route is a mess. Oh no, the truck route's fine. Thank you, Jacob Holzer. I'm probably murdering that pronunciation. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, like the route's fine. I literally just where was it? Down here. Literally just because there's going to be a fair amount of traffic coming through. I didn't want trucks that need to go this way, so the top hauling trucks to wait behind the old style 16 mile an hour. I can't remember the name of these trucks. GMG Constant? Those ones. Especially where it's a bit of a hill as well going up. You can see like the top hauling trucks are just waiting. They're just full on tailgating the other trucks. So just doing that sort of splits them off a little bit sooner. We could even probably, well, actually no, that wouldn't really work if we upgraded those. But yeah, no, it's fine. So where were we? Up here. I think we actually have. We do, don't we? We've got a train station here, which is currently being used by tools of all things for the machinery even. But we can work something there, and then that would come down here. We could have it go this way, maybe. Yeah, we don't have a fly through here though. We could put one in. Let's do that. Let's put in a fly through. I'm just going to pause it so it goes a bit faster. If I click in the right place, that is. There we go. Right. And then it comes up to a junction. That's annoying. I mean, we could just take that out, but let's not. So if we split off from there, run it into there. The catenaries are light years ahead in tech compared to. Oh no. Okay, that won't work. Well, if we did it a little bit differently, so if we came across from here, in fact, let's just take out that silly stop, because we won't be having it afterwards there. If we go from about here, will that work? No. Okay. Where can you get to without? Oh, blimey, that's it's still 75 mile an hour. Oh, 71 there, but 61 there. Oh, I'll be fine. It's still a fair speed. So if I just put those in and then delete these back. Yep. Take the line from there, plug it in there. Oh, autosave, please. Why do you do this to me? I swear autosave is actually just a trolling feature by the devs. They just like to cause pain. There we go. Right, there it is. Okay. So now we've got the pass-through in up there. If we put stops there and there, then it can wait on the other side there so that it doesn't affect traffic. There's no lines there. So, oh no, there is actually. There's a line there. Okay, we do want it to. I forgot about that line. Right. So if we pop that in there, and then this is where it's going to get a little bit iffy. We're going to need it to cross over and come down to here, where we're going to have a train stop. Might be worth putting one in that just takes out that so that it can go pretty straight, I think. If we put roads in up here so we know what sort of canvas we've got to work with here. So that keeps those. I think we're just going to have to remove that one because it is pretty in the way. It's a shame that you can't move fields. Like, just move it over here. Move it to where we don't need to put a train station, please. So, I mean, I'm eyeballing it extremely like ad hoc, but that looks somewhat where it needs to go. So this one would need to come into here, and hopefully this will be, yeah, they can be double slip switches. Everyone's favorite switch. It's a double slip. Right, so if we put stops, if I put a stop there, then trains could come across and they would block. So I don't want to put a stop there. I want to put a stop there, there, and there, and there. I probably want to take this one out, to be fair. And then that way, if we put these on double slip switches, this can be a pass-through for traffic going up that way. We've got a train station here, so let's put in a line. Boop one there, and boop one here. Luckily, I built this a while back, so we can put in those other two lines. I don't know how much space we'll need, actually. How many there was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, that's annoying. So we have, we're just going to have to double them up. At least they're only delivering, so that's all right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. So, down here you want to pick up the good stuff. Over here you want to drop off the good stuff. We'll make those the right color for the train line. Let's name these. So they're carrying cargo, they're on rail. I just had a minor brain fart and wondered whether I called them rail or train. We want them to take grain, and this would be like line 500. I don't know what we're up to with these, so if I just double check. Number 9. Okay, so these other ones are going to be the first ones into double digits. Cool. Okay, so that's one of the lines. Can we get a train going down that way? Do we have a train? Yeah, we've got a depot here. We can just do one of these, a few of these. I feel bad putting it up to 96, but that's similar to what we had before. And I mean, if you hover over here, it's only really at high slopes, which I don't know what defines a high slope. Probably those in 113S or 808M. So that's probably like the incline. 808 meters, 113 seconds. Maybe it's the incline in the amount of distance. I think that's what would make sense to me, but goodness knows whether it's really what it means. So these connect up there. Yeah, we don't need to put in double slips there. Cool. So that's one of them. Will that get to where it needs to go? And then for these other ones, we can just use this other line that we put in last episode. So they can utilize this double slip switch finally and have something go this way. We might want to put in some more stops here though. So if I put in like one there, one there, one there, and one back, then ooh, my game, my poor little computer, it's struggling. Oh wow, there really aren't many stops that we put in going up here. I guess up till now it's only really had, it's only really had the public transport line going backwards and forwards, so that's why I mean we put those in probably like one of the first episodes, so it's not been touched for a long time, and to be fair, it's not really needed any attention, but now it does because things are going through and we're upgrading the lines. I have a bad feeling that we're going to have to remove. We've got a wall of fields. Why do you do this to us, farms? And then we could probably put one in here quite easily. This one up here. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Maybe we could do, mind you, if we did it that way, it would cross over two lines. I don't really want to do that. That's quite an incline, isn't it? It might not work. Well, if we did a train line here, we'll have to remove that farm, but it'll at least hook up. So I want it to be about there to not delete any of those extra farms. And then I know that the fields don't actually make any difference whatsoever. And it's a shame. It seems like they should, really. You would have thought a farm which has more fields would... Oh, that's not nice. This would be a farm with less fields, right? You can have more output, but nope. Every single farm in the game, they all have 200. 200, 200, 200. But hey ho. This is probably going to dig into the hill here as well. Yep. Sorry, that little farm field, it's got to go. So then if we did a split off from up here, where are we here? We're going to have to take these stops out, which is fine. I think I over-engineered this and put too many stops in, especially considering now there's so many less trains going backs and forwards here. But hey-ho. That will come up and meet you there. Yeah. Good. And then we can do a little bit of line going back, maybe. Because this would be the line back in to go the other way. How far can we do it? In fact, how far does it matter? It really doesn't matter. Like, that's 75, but then again, the higher speeds we probably need a bit further back. And I mean, we've already got stops there, so I might as well take it up to about there. Yeah, let's do that. And then that will go up to there. We'll do the other line coming this way. It's probably going to have to wait so it doesn't have to be super speedy. Do I just put it in there? No. No, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look top dollar. How far can you go before you get there? 67 miles an hour. 74. We're going to have to settle for that. But then we'll need to put a stop. Stop there. Put a stop a little bit further down. That's fine. So that will be crossing this one. If we have a stop there, then trains can come up to it. And then we'll have the in and the out goes there. I doubt there's going to be more than 1 or 2 trains on this, but we'll put a stop there, so then at least they can exit the station and get to where they need to go. If there's, say, a train waiting here, which, let's face it, there isn't much traffic at the moment, so I don't know whether that will really be something that happens, but yeah, it's got to stop, whatever. Let's put in the line, so put a line here. Was it there? No, it's here. Right. I will put a line there just for now, and we'll put in the tracks to marry this up later on. And then we can just change over the terminal that it comes to. So you are going to be picking up that grain and dropping off the grain. Nice simple life for a good old train. Well, this is going to be line 10, so I could just put a 0 on the end there. Cargo, rail, grain, line 10. There we go. Nice and easy. And then you'll be going that way, which works, right? Yeah. Good. And then we just have to link up these other two. I'm gonna have to do something here. I guess the easiest way would be putting it in here. But then, oh, there's a field there. Oh, it's got little horses in it. I didn't realise that they had horses in it. I thought it was just grain. Oh, this one has cows. Oh, this one has rocks. Yeah, I wonder whether there's any with sheep or something. Does this one have sheep? No, it has horses again. See the horses or cows. There are no sheep in Transport Fever. I guess that would potentially be another resource, like wool. Right, so I'm just going to create our boundary lines. I mean, we are going to have to remove that, but we'll leave that for now. And we'll go into there. I guess we could... No, we couldn't even tunnel underneath it. The train station would just be too long. Not that I'd want to tunnel underneath it. It'd be a massive waste. We just want to take out as little as we can. So that would probably be the best. I'm sorry, horses. You're free now. Oh, they literally just vanished. They just vanished out of existence. Oh, no, wait. Were they here? No, those are the cows. The horses vanished out of existence. Oh, God, I feel so... I'm a murderer. Oh, that's a horrible, horrible thought. I didn't realise that they just vanish. I thought it was just grain. Like, that's all we're picking up. Why can't it just be grain? Oh, jeez. Okay, let's just get this in and stop my... that's a really... oof. That's a close thing. So I'll do a little bit train track to follow it. And then at least we won't be waiting on the main train. If I could click in the right bit, that would be perfect. Why are you not snapping? Snap. There we go. Thing is, this would be fine for the trains we've got at the moment, but thinking future forward, or thinking future proofing, yeah, see, that would be a perfect distance for the train that we've got at the moment. Problem is, we're going to have trains that are going to be a lot longer in the future, so if we make it a little bit longer, in fact, let's just go down to about there. We can say that's where we'll split off from. There we go. I like it when the these come in. I don't know whether they come in. No, they don't come in down there. So I like it when they put in the little bridges. They're not bridges. What is the word that I'm thinking of? Oh goodness, they're not awnings. I'm sure you're shouting at your screen, just being like, Rob, it's this, but I can't think of the word right now. Okay, that comes out like that. It's not going to be the highest speed one, but that's fine. Whatever, we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. At the moment, we don't even have trains that can probably go up to 75. No, because the carts are holding them back. One day, those carts will be better, and it won't hold them back. So now we've got a nice little waiting area for trains that will be about 300 meters long. I think they can go longer. I mean, it's crazy that we don't have a measuring tool in the game, but that's what, about 500, I'd say. If that's 300 meters or 310 or 20 even, sorry, 320 meters is there. I'd say that's about 500, right? That's a good length for a train down the ways. We'll delete out that one because it's a massive waste of money. And so is that one, to be fair, but we have to delete? Yeah, deleted. Okay. So if we did it further down the line, maybe like, ooh, no, I don't want to track. I don't want to station even. Let's just do it like that. Yeah, that'll be fine. We might need to put in, oh, hell, why not? I removed 2 other stops because there'd be a waste of money, so I can put in more stops. 4 stops, that'll be fine. Right, here, I think we used to have a road coming across here. We did, didn't we? I kind of feel bad that I haven't put that back, but now we can build it in. So if we go from here, and we go up to here, so this is what we've got to work with. Ooh, not that one, that one. And then maybe if we delete it back a little bit, this will look nicer. There we go. And actually that turn doesn't need to be there. We can just have this go straight up here. I mean, nothing's going to use this road, but I feel like, you know, these farmers, they want to come round for Sunday lunch, and this road was the easiest way for these 2 farmers to meet up, you know, have a nice beef roast, and now they can all get together, have a massive shindig. This one doesn't have a road to it, so this one's not included in this party. Screw this one. It's all about these 3. They have a massive party. I don't know what I'm going on about. Right. Yeah, that'll do. So if we put it in about there. Oh, hang on a second. This isn't flat. Right. We could even use... We could split off from down here, maybe. Come down this way. Possibly? don't think it's necessarily needed. Oh, I've got a load of comments. I'm not used to this. Hello everyone, and yes, fields are beautiful, and yeah, you can get a mod to put them back in. I'm currently playing without mods, not necessarily for any particular reason. I just didn't necessarily want to play with mods in this playthrough. I need to read those comments, don't I? Sorry guys, I will get to it. Where are we? You can use waypoints for the truck stations. You can. Pro tip. With train signals, always put one before a junction and leave enough space after the junction for the train to fully pass, or you will have a jam. Yes, you will. You will have a jam. That's wise words. I just can't say them. Wise words of wisdom. That's a lot of alliteration as well. What else? Fields are beautiful. Slope speed is for track gradient. Okay, slope speed. I'm guessing you were talking about. Where's my slope speed? So this in 131 slope speed? Is that what the S stands for? Hold on. Top speed for slopes. I guess what I'm trying to get at is what indicates what is. So flat would obviously be flat. Medium and high, I'm guessing those are two different. Like they're obviously a medium slope or a high slope. But what actually indicates that? Like I would imagine a medium slope would be a gradual gradient over a long distance of track, whereas a high slope would be obviously quite a big gradient over a short distance of track. What the numbers mean? So in 131s or 204 2000 takes 131 seconds or 2.4 kilometers to reach that speed. I got you. I see. So it takes 57. It goes to 57 miles an hour in 100. I got you. Thank you. I learned something new. Wow. I didn't realize that's what that meant. I mean, I guess what defines a high slope or a medium slope is what I'm trying to get at, because I think the normal sort of way those are indicated is like, so this is, say, 20. There's just argument's sake, this is 20 meters and it goes up 3 meters from its originating place. So it goes for 20 meters, it goes up 3 or whatever. But then that obviously would be like, I don't know, 10 up. So every 20 meters it goes up 10 meters in height is what I'm trying to get at. Anyway, let's get back to where we were. So this is quite a good distance of track. Yeah, but it's just difficult to know what actually is defined as a medium or a high slope. If you catch my drift, it's why is this not connecting in? Why do you do this, game? I guess that's the most we can do. That's pretty bad. What would be perfect is if we could just take these out and split out from back here somewhere. Be like there. Yeah. No. Yeah. Only 58? How is that only 50? That's such a light curve. Oh my goodness. I'd go faster around that, and then fucking I go. Excuse my French. Come on, game. But anyway, it's like such a light curve there. It shouldn't really be 58 mile an hour. Let's face it. These are trains. These are big heavy boys. They can take the corners in as much speed as they want. We'll put a split around here. Not that it'll matter because, like I said, did we put trains on this one? No, we didn't put the line in. Put a train on this one, right? No, we didn't. We don't have... Well, hold on. Let's just put the lines in, and then I'll put 3 trains on each. Well, 1 train on each, so 3 trains. I know what I'm talking about. I've played this game. I know what I mean sometimes. Oh, goodness. All right, and then did I do the other one? I've already done that one, so that line can go away. Okay, and the beautiful thing is, now that we're in double digits, I can just do line 11 and line 12, and in fact, let's just grab that other bit. Copy this bit, paste it here. And then we need to change the colors, so we want it to be this shade of green, and this one needs to be this shade of green. Cool. How the train's going to get on there though? Because we don't have a route that actually ties them up. Ah, okay. Well, hopefully they'll go to this one first. Otherwise, they're literally just going to be going all the way down to then probably come over here, circle round. In fact, that won't work. They'd have to circle round there. Oh my giddy aunt. Maybe we just want to get a train from this one. It's probably best. It'll tie up a little bit easier that way. So if we go for, we'll just match the other trains, the A35s to 96, wasn't it? Yeah, 96, and we'll buy 3 of those. Boop. Right. You get a train, and you get a train, and you get a train when I can click on the right button. There we go. Cool. Okay, that's all in. I don't know whether we have any other... Oh, yeah, we need to do this up here, don't we? So from split off here, it might be better if we push this further back. Do we push it further back? Do we keep it how it is? Yeah, let's push it further back. A bit further back. Do the split off from down here. It's going to look absolutely fabulous. 67 miles an hour. It'll do. It's better than 30, so whatever. I just don't understand why that other one was 50 something. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, this one's 66. Okay, so let's just pause it a quick second. So if we take these links out, and in fact, let's take these out. We'll split maybe halfway down here. So if we do this down to where it will need to come in. So much track was laid this day. Well, we could just split from here. I don't know whether that would be better to do it there or further up. I guess it would be better to do it further up. Let's just do it further up. Okay. Wasn't that 75? Why is it 75 there and 67 there? What? Oh, because this is 58. Okay, so 75 for this little bit of... I see. I get what you're saying, game. I read you loud and clear. Where was the split? There. Oh, autosave. Why? Come on. Oh, come on, autosave, please. There we go. Jeez. Right, and then what I do is I've got that split down there. Maybe we should move it further up. Ooh. Nah, we'll just keep it like that. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hopefully. We'll move this back, and then we'll need to connect these up. So if we have that one, connect into there. We'll have this one connect into... Let's just snap it first, because I don't want it to be doing its own gun-ho thing. And then if we match sort of the other thing, it came to about here. Actually, that's in the curve, which is quite nice. It should be a little bit faster. Oh, no, not here, but never mind. That's what we're going with. Okay. You may be wondering, what am I doing? What I'm doing is saving me money. Saving me money. Because having 2 ins and 1 out means I'm not paying extra infrastructure costs on the second out. There we go. And then split happened down here, didn't it? Where's the... There. And then there's a little bit... Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Put one there. And then we just have to swap over these terminals. So, well, let's get all of these off of these. So, you go there. You go there. And then if we could... Wait, did I... No, you go there. Yeah. Yeah, that works. There we go. I put this in so many freaking episodes back. It's only just getting fully used now. Anyway, that brings in more grain there. How are these trains? These are still coming out of the tracks, but because they have to go all that way, it'll be fine. They'll get there. They'll get there in time. I think the train's height is maximum gradient of the game. That makes sense. Whatever that is. Good point. Avoid steep slopes. Yes. Use very powerful locomotives with high traction. Yeah, I know the traction... Where are we here? So you've got traction, tractive effort, or traction, and power. Power is it's one of... I get confused between them. One's the acceleration, so I think that's tractive effort, which makes sense there. And then power is how much it can pull. I believe. I might be wrong. I don't know. I just go off what the game tells me. Anyway, so we've put in those 4 farms now. What else? How many more farms? I mean, I guess we could... This was the very first line that we ever put in. Let's upgrade this. So it's currently 55. How good is the transport? Wow, 100%. That's doing well. In fact, it's got a queue. It's doing so well that it's having to wait for itself. That's doing well. That's nice. It's good to see. Okay, how many do we need to really upgrade? So if 55 is a bit too much, let's try 20 and we'll check back. If we upgrade 20 of these to the tarpaulin trucks, and then we can remove a load of these. It might still need a little bit more. Probably like another 5 or 10. How's the thing down here doing? Transport has gone up. Well, colour me impressed. Good job, tarpaulin trucks. And you know what? We'll add another 5 on there just to maybe up it to the 90s, maybe 100-ish%. It's hard to say. So how many was that? How many did that have? 35 vehicles. Down from, how many was this? 60, wasn't it? Yeah, 60. So if we replace 35 of these, theoretically, it should, hopefully, do the same job. And in fact, a little bit better than the previous one. So that's good to know. How's this one doing? 48%. Oof. That could be improved. Oh, it's only got 10 vehicles. So what? 48%, 10. So if we double it up, hopefully that should do pretty much 100%. I don't think it's really got to wait for traffic too much. In fact, these were probably waiting for the older vehicles, and now that they're upgraded, they're all tarpaulin truck going this way. I might have to upgrade... What was the other line down here? Goods. Oh, blimey. Yes, that does need upgrading. Oh, the amount of profit I've lost from that doesn't bear thinking about. Let's just leave it at 10. Yeah, hopefully that will cover the amount that's needed. So where were we? We have still got to put in distribution hubs for these. Truth be told, this was in before I was doing that. I don't know whether I want to do a distribution hub for plastic. I guess it makes sense. Make sure that everything gets to where it wants to go. How's the traffic down here? It's looking all right. Relatively all right. I think that cut through really has done the trick. So maybe even we need to put some more trains back on that line. I mean, it looks to be coping. Ooh, maybe not this one. This one is... Which one is this? This is clockwise, and that's food. Is that the same up here? Very close to it. Clockwise food. How about... my computer is crying inside. Clockwise food, not so much there. I mean, there's still a little bit there. This one's more needs to have the grain upped. Grain again. The food doesn't need to worry. I guess in some ways, because this is all connected up, we can replace this out. I forgot I need to do that. At some point. What do we have? We have another food one here. So, okay, it's not necessarily like this one's not worried too much. I guess it's just meeting the we've probably more than met the demand at this point, and yeah, the same down here. So we need more trains for certain ones. This one definitely needs more trains, and might as well just double it up. Just double it up. In fact, what trains are those? Are they the A35s? They are. That's fine because they have to go a longer distance. I guess it makes sense to have them be the more expensive trucks, trains even. Cool. What was the other one? It was grain up here, wasn't it? I mean, grain up... Oh my giddy aunt, how far does it need to go? Grain up here just needs to be... Both of them need to be... Oh, well, I have a whole load of trains on that one. And it's still not enough for this. I've got 10 trains on that one. What about the other way? Was that the other way? Did I click on the same one twice? No. They both got 10. What is this madness? How are these... Are these still making... Oh, wow, they are making lots of money. So this must have been where the traffic was an issue. Well, across the map. Anyway, but now that stuff is actually shifting, and of course, you know, traffic jams are going to be a problem for any line. We are making sweet, sweet moolah. What about these other ones? So this one, yeah, it's not quite as much. I don't think there's quite as much demand going counterclockwise on the route as there is going clockwise. So I've only doubled that up, so that's at 8. Might even be tempted to remove one of those just to be on the safe side. Let's take it to 7. Coming the other way, counterclockwise, we probably should just put a couple extra trains because, let's face it, it's a huge ass route. It's literally going across the entire map. It would be easier saying that if I just show you the... So from Rochdale, oh my giddy aunt, my computer is chugging. Let's just pause it for a second if it wants to pause. There we go. So it goes from Rochdale down here to Upper Early, which is, you're just going to have to take my word for it. It's a little ways up. Elstree is about halfway up. And then Fazeley North is the other side of the map from the original one. So it goes from Rochdale up to the other side of the map. And then on the way back, there's another couple of factories that it meets halfway. So, yeah, that's quite a long route. It doesn't make sense not to have a fair few trains taking stuff where it needs to go. So where do these need to go? 172 to Easingwold and 166 to Elstree. Wow, Easingwold and Elstree. I wonder if that's the same. It's probably going to be the same, isn't it? Upper Early, actually. And Elstree. Elstree is this one? Yes. Okay. Consumer-wise, which ones aren't we getting food to? Whitney? That makes no sense. You've got a line there. What? You literally have a... What? Is something wrong with this line? Where's this train? Do I just have... Oh, hold on a second. No, you're picking up... Yeah. What? Why? Where? And that's connected to that. Why? That's weird. Why are you not delivering any? Have you... You've never delivered anything. Why? Is it the wrong truck? It can't be. No, that one takes food. What? Why are you not working? What is this? So that connects to that. This goes in, delivers to there. And that's where the demand for food is, right? Yeah, it hasn't moved since, you know, this is a legacy one. This one can be removed. Whitney Hall. What's going on here? That's really weird. Why are you not delivering any food to Whitney? East Ham, I don't think we actually have hooked up. That's one we need to hook up. Oh, baby, that's one we need to hook up. Oh, we did. Why are you not hooked up? Oh, what is this? What is this madness? Why are these trains just not taking food? Are they delivering food? Yeah, delivering food. And then that connects to that. Right. And then this. Have I not set this up right? Oh, you absolute dingus, Rob. What trucks are these? They aren't the tarpaulin ones, are they? That's annoying. Okay, now they'll work. I can't believe I've left that for so long and I didn't realise. Ay, ay, ay. That's embarrassing. Never mind. Caught it now. I guess the same problem's up here, is it? Where are we? Here. Are these... Yep. Oh. Happens to the best of us. Well, colour me embarrassed. Okay, well that should work now. Now you will start getting food, won't you? Slowly, probably. Oh, maybe. I hope you'll start getting food. Please start getting food. Do we have any in here to actually produce? Yeah, we do. So why not getting food? I guess the other train tracks are just gobbling up the demand. It should be working now. Let's just make sure that's picking up the right, gosh darn it, thing. It is. Oh, I can't believe that. Use the line manager to check the line manager. You mean this one down here? Or line manager? Line statistics? Or line manager? Line manager to check the health. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that was the problem. It's just going to take a few minutes for it to. Ooh, have you got some food? No, you don't. Just turn around then, please. Go back. Oh, I can't believe that. It's literally been sitting there for however many years. Well, almost. Oh, yeah, 13 years. It's just been sitting there doing nothing. Oh, it's embarrassing. Never mind. We've caught it now. And that should be all of them. It is. Huzzah. At some point it's taken 7 to Whitney, and at some point it's taken 29 to East Ham. In fact, has this one started taking... No. Where are you? You're down here. Okay, you're coming back. Does that mean you've just taken some? Have you taken some food already? No, you haven't. Okay, wishful thinking. Never mind. Okay, I think we're going to have to call it there. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Your help has really been appreciated, and honestly, I'm kind of embarrassed. Yeah, look, food's starting to get there now. We've got 2 food to go to East Ham. That's gonna feed a 514 size town. That's fine. Oh, I can't believe it's just been sitting there for so long. That wouldn't have been helping our debt to begin with, but hey, at least we caught it now. You started to get food. Good. Cool. That's all we need. And this one's delivering food, so I bet a bunch of it's gonna, well, maybe like 10. Is 10 gonna get there? So that one drops off. Starting to move off of the train. Right. It's dropping off. It's dropped off a decent amount of food. Now it's got to take some to up at early. I'm surprised at how well, like now that it's up and running, this line is doing. And it's the first really global one that we've got going on. But yeah, this, it would have been nice if some of the other 30 odd pieces of food that he brought down here would have gone onto that train, but never mind. I guess Whitney will just starve. It's all right. I guess, I mean, these do go to Rawtenstall and Bognor Regis, which are pretty big cities, to be fair. Oh, Rawtenstall's gotten smaller. Has it gotten smaller? No, it always used to be this big. Okay. But it has a higher demand, right? 154. Yeah, 54. Yeah, so it's going to prioritize taking food to Rawtenstall and Bognor Regis rather than 182. Wow, that's quite a lot of demand. In fact, that's so much demand, it may be worth putting some, like a truck route over. I don't think a train route would really suit here. It's too small of a distance, and getting it over the river and everything would be a pain in the ass. Mind you, we've got this connection through here. If we had this maybe come... Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's been a good episode. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed watching this, consider subscribing. There will be more from more badly pronounced words and words that I just can't get out of my mouth for whatever reason. Will this please add more than one food to this train? I mean, it's working. That's the main thing. Oh, come on. Whitney's hungry. Oh, it's just going to take one food. Its first ever delivery. It's going to take one food. But yeah, if you've enjoyed, thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, like and comment, and let me know what you think. We will be improving food getting to where it needs to go, because now that the distribution hub's all set up and the network's pretty much working, I don't think there's a single one that we haven't hooked up. What about this one? Yes, these are the last 2 that we need to hook up, so we can do that next episode. We've got the train ready, the train line ready, or the train station ready even, and that will be replacing this one. But yeah, if you've enjoyed, thanks for watching. I'm actually going to go now, so until next time, have a good one. Bye.